Okay, so I think it's okay now. I'm not sure. Okay, so I think it's okay now. Okay, so from today I'm going to teach Chinese from zero. So today I'm going to introduce about HSK1. 你们好. So please tell me your nationality and then I can choose which language to speak. Okay, I will speak both though. So today I'm going to introduce about HSK1. Okay. 今日はHSK1 についてちょっと説明します。So HSK1 with HSK1. Okay. From here. So maybe you can see this. So the HS level 1, it's like the test takers' abilities in the application of everyday Chinese Mandarin. So it's like a daily level. Okay, so you can read it here. So yeah, of course I can read it for you too. Okay, so HSK1 is from zero. Okay, from zero. So if you are like the Chinese you are learning Chinese as a beginner, so congratulations. Because today I'm going to teach you Chinese from zero. And your level is like the test takers who are able to pass HSK1, which means like level 1 can understand and use very simple Chinese phrases. So it's like if you passed HSK1, and then you can use very simple Chinese phrases and meet basic needs for communication and possess the ability to further their Chinese language studies. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, but you can speak in English, so I don't need to speak Spanish for a while. Okay, so I'm going to introduce HSK1 in Japanese. 今からちょっと日本語で説明します。HSK1 級はどんなもので、HSK1 級では中国語の非常に簡単な単語とフレーズを理解、あと使用することができ、具体的なコミュニケーションを行うことができる、中国語学習するための基礎能力も揃えていることが求められます。まあ、要するに、中国語をまだ初心者だったら、1級から勉強する。1級は一番レベルが低いっていうレベルです。つまり、初心者向けです。1級の資格を取ったら、中国語の非常に簡単な単語とフレーズを理解できる。あと、使用することもできます。まあ、具体的なコミュニケーションを行うこともできる。まあ、だいたい過去形とか未来形とか言えない感じで、英語だと現在形という感じですね。現在形。muy bien, no. OK。じゃあ、今日は、見てる方は多分、日本人か、まあ、スペイン人とか、いろんな国の人混ぜてますので、だから、英語と日本語で順番。Okay, so because today, basically, if you are watching my YouTube video every day, maybe you know it's like most of my followers, they are Japanese. So, and most of my students, they are Japanese too. So I'm going to speak two languages. Basically, I use Japanese and English to teach Chinese every day. So yeah, my live streaming also is like this. So today, the main purpose I want to introduce about HSK level 1. So it's an introduction about HSK1. So this is if you pass HSK1, what can you do? So HSK1 is the lowest level in Chinese. So basically HSK1 is for beginners, okay? And this is Japanese. I'm going to speak English and then I speak Japanese. If you have any question, you can ask me. もし質問があれば、ぜひ聞いてください。Okay. So, HSK1 has two parts. HSK1 は2つの文法があります。Okay, so I only prepared like English subtitles. I didn't prepare the Japanese subtitles because it's a lot of work. 英語の字幕だけ用意しましたが、日本語の字幕ちょっと良い時間がなくて、でもみんな大体英語も読めますので、一応英語の字幕だけで、まずSo first, HSK1 has two parts. So the first one is listening. So the listening, it has about like the 20. Okay, I'm going to show you first. So the listening, it's about like in total, it has 20 questions. So 15 minutes. Okay. So about the listening. So what kinds of listening? So first is a phrase and pictures will be provided with each item, and the test takers should make a true or false judgment based on what they hear. So it's about you can see a picture, and then you can choose the picture, and then so the listening. Question 1 is this, and the question 2 is a sentence and 3 pictures will be provided with each item. The test takers should choose corresponding pictures based on what they hear. Okay, this is question 2. And then question 3, it's like a dialogue and several pictures will be provided with each item. The test takers should choose corresponding pictures based on what they hear. So it's like the 3. Okay. For each item, a person will pick. This is the listening comprehension. So in total, it has like the 5. So question 1, it had like the listening part. Basically, it has like 5 parts. Okay. And then what kinds of tests? And the next one is for each item, a person will make statements. Another person will then ask a question and provide 3 possible answers. The 3 possible answers will be listed on the test paper, and test takers can choose one of answers based on what they hear. So it's about the listening part, and then the reading part. So HSK1, it has 2 parts. The first part is about listening, and the second part is about the reading. So listening is about this. They will give you these questions, and the reading part is about this. So what is it about the reading part? So each item will provide a picture and phrase, and the test taker should judge whether or not they are consistent with each other. The test paper will display several pictures. For each item, a sentence will be provided, and the test taker needs to choose one of the corresponding pictures based on the content of sentence. And the next is during this section, 5 questions and 5 answers will be provided. The test taker should match the question with the appropriate answer. So each item will display a sentence with 1 word missing. The test taker should select the words in the answers section to fill in the blank. Okay, so HSK1 has 2 parts. So one is listening and another one is reading. Okay, I just read in Japanese. I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、HSK1 級はだいたい2つの部分があります。1番目はリスニングで、あともう1個はリーディング。だいたい2つの部分があります。で、ここは全部英語で説明しましたが、もしまたゼロから訳すとすごく時間かかりますので、じゃあ直接問題文見に行きましょう。Okay. So because maybe you read this, maybe if your English is not that good, maybe you cannot understand, but it's okay. We are just go to the simple parts. Okay, so for the HSK Level 1-3 results will be provided, including listening, reading, and total. The test taker must score at least 120 points total to be considered passing. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、だいたい HSK1 級は2つの部分があって、それぞれの点数は100点です。で、リーディングも100点、リスニングも100点、満点で200点、で、120点で合格ということで、これは HSK1 級。結構簡単です。Okay, so this is the HSK1. This is the example. Okay, so the first part is about the listening. So listening in total, it has 20 questions, and then it takes 15 minutes in total. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、HSK1 級のリスニングの第1部分は、第1部というように、リスニング全部で20問があります。で、時間は15分です。これは第一部分。So this is the first part. This is the first part. Here, you will hear a sentence. Maybe now she's laughing, right? She is laughing. If you listen to like the she is laughing, so it's correct. If it's correct, you use this mark. In China, this means correct. Okay, and this means incorrect. Okay. で、第一部分、リスニングの第一部分は、だいたい写真だけ、1枚の写真を見て、丸か×をつけます。例えば、この写真を見る。で、その、リスニングで、彼女は笑っています。で、じゃあ、合ってる。じゃあ、丸つけます。で、彼は、新聞読んでいます。本を読んでる。だったら、×。だから、結構簡単ですね。この、リスニングは、だいたい、リスニングの第一部分は、丸と×をつける。そして、聞こえるのはだいたい、1フレーズだけ。結構短い。会話ではないですね。会話ではなくて、これは第一部分。はい、続けてみましょう。これは第2部分です。So this is the second part about, this is second part. So the second part, you will listen, you will hear about the, like the one sentence. So you have to choose one picture from these three. You can choose one picture, one correct picture from these three pictures. For example, if you hear that she has a lot of book, okay, so book it's A, so you choose A. If you hear that it's like she has a phone, maybe you will choose B. Okay, so the second part of listening, it's about like the choose one correct picture from three pictures. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. HSK1 級のリスニングの第2部分は、だいたい3つの写真の中から1つの正しい写真を選びます。例えば、聞こえるのは、彼女はいっぱいの本を持っています。いっぱいの本を持っていますだと、A ですね。A は合ってます。A は正しいです。で、もし、彼女はたくさんのリンゴを持っていますだと、C を選びます。C を選びます。つまり、リスニングの第2部分は、3つの写真から1つを選びます。これは第2です。OK。で、その次は第3。これはリスニングの第3部分です。で、Okay, I'm going to explain in English. It's so busy. Okay. Oh, my hair. Anyway. Okay, so it's about the so this is about the HSK listening part 3. So you will see like you will hear a conversation, and then you, according to this conversation, you choose the correct picture. For example, you will hear the female will say 你好 and the man will say 你好，很高兴认识你. So 你好 means hello, and 很高兴认识你 means nice to meet you. So in this case, you will find a correct picture. So it's like a hello, nice to meet you. Okay, you can see. A, no, writing. B, a dog. C, yeah, it seems the picture matches, right? Two people, they say hello to each other. So the correct answer is C. And then you put C here. So it's very easy. Just listen to the conversation, a short conversation, and choose the correct picture. Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、HSK1 級の第3リスニングの第3部分は、会話を聞きます。このミニ会話を聞いて、そして正しい写真を選びます。例えばこれは例文ですね。你好、你好、很高興認識你。で、你好はこんにちは。你好、こんにちは。很高興認識你。お会いできて嬉しいです。很高興認識你。で、そうするとこの会話を見ると一番正しいのは C ですね。1、角、2、犬。これは関係ないですね。C は正しいです。C。なので C を選びます。これはリスニング。で、その次はリスニングの Okay, the next one is the listening. Last part of the listening. So the last part of listening, it's like a listen to the conversation and choose the correct answer. So you will hear like a conversation like this. Sorry, it's not a conversation, it's a sentence. So you will hear a long sentence. The sentence, and then you will also hear the question. So for example, you will hear about 下午我去商店，我想买一些水果。Question, 他下午去哪里？ So 下午 means afternoon. 我去商店 I go to the shop. 我想买一些水果 I want to buy some fruits. So you will hear this sentence. You will hear 下午我去商店 You will hear afternoon I go to the store and I want to buy some fruits. And then question. They will say 问 means question. So when you hear 问 be careful. When you hear 问 please take the notes because it's going to ask you the question. Someone part listening, and other part is writing with pictures. Now it's like the HSK1, it has 2 parts. So listening has 4 parts, okay? So like the HSK1 has like the big 2 parts. One is about the listening. Another one is about the reading. So the listening part has 4 small parts. Okay? Understand? So now I'm explaining about the listening part 4. So listening has 4 parts. And then after this, I'm going to explain about the reading parts. Okay. So this is the 4th part of listening. So the first part about listening, it's about you will hear about a sentence and a question. Okay, and then you will choose the correct answer from these 3 answer. You will choose the correct answer from these 3 answers. Okay, so for example, you will hear this sentence. 下午我去商店，我想买一些水果。And then the question is like, 他下午去哪里？ Okay, I'm going to translate this. So afternoon, 下午我去商店。You will hear afternoon. I go to the shop. I go to the store, and I want to buy some fruits. So the question is like where is he going in the afternoon? And then the answer is A, because we just heard that in the afternoon I go to the shop, I go to the store. So 商店, right? So we choose A. A is the correct answer. Here, right? It's not difficult. Here, 商店, right? And 商店. I mean, HSK1 is very simple. The listening is not that difficult. You just choose what you heard. So what you needed to do is like you read this vocabulary many times. Yeah, it's very easy. 商店, because you heard some 商店. And yeah, the answer is 商店. Okay. I'm going to explain in Japanese. Okay. で、これはリスニングの最後の文法です。大体、そのリスニングの最後の部分は簡単です。会話じゃなくて、で、簡単の一文だけ。例えば、午後、私は商店行きます。フルーツを買いたいです。で、質問。彼は午後どこ行きますか？で、答えは A ですね。さっき商店言いましたので、なので A を選びます。A 選びます。これは第4です。Okay, so now it's about the reading part. So reading part, what do we do? The reading part is like the part 2. So the reading part, you will see many pictures, like that from A to F. You will see these pictures, and then you have to read this part. So like 26. There's an example, very easy example. For example, 我很喜欢这本书. It means I really like this book. I really like this book. So the answer is E. Why is E? Because she is holding a book. So of course, the answer is E, right? You just find the, basically you need to understand the sentence. And then you find a correct picture to this, right? So it's E. So like 26, we can do one together. 26, 妈妈这个字我会写了, which means mom, this character I can write. So it's about the mom and the child. So the answer is D. It's D. Okay. Maybe you will say, oh, I know nothing about these sentences. It's okay, because if you are the beginner of like as a beginner, you are learning Chinese, maybe even this very short sentence for you, it's very difficult. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. Okay. で、これは第2文、これはリーディングの第1問、26から30。で、ここは、正しい、このセンテンスに合わせる写真を選ぶ。例えば、我很喜欢这本書。この本は大好きです。で、答えは E です。なぜなら、本を持っているのは E しかないので、だから E を選びます。はい、簡単ですね。はい。Okay, so the next one. So the reading part. Okay, the reading. Oh, I just skipped one. Okay, I'm sorry. Because so the reading, I just explained the reading part 2. I forgot to explain the reading part 1. So the reading part 1, it's about the picture. is similar like the the listening part. So basically, it's very easy. You see this picture and you say it's correct or it's not correct. So for example, you see the computer, but it says 电视. 电视 means television, so it's not correct. It's not correct. And the second one, the picture is playing, and then the words it's also is 飞机 means plane, so it's correct. If it's correct, you do this. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. リーディングの第一部分はだいたい写真を見て丸×をつけます。例えばこの写真はパソコン、でもこの単語はテレビなので×。飛行機丸だとこれつけます。これをつけます。これは第一部分、結構簡単です。さっきは第2を説明しましたので、今は第3を説明します。We just explained like the part 1 and part 2. So part 3. So part 3 is also very easy. So the part 3, what are we going to do? It's like the you read the sentence and then you find the answer. So for example, you will see 你喝水吗? Do you drink water? And then the answer is F. F means 好的，谢谢。好的 means sure, thank you. So F is the correct answer, right? 你喝水吗? F. 好的，谢谢。Do you drink water? Yes, thank you. So the F is correct. So basically the reading part 3 is you read one sentence and then you find the correct answer. Okay. So I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、リーディングの第3部分は、だいたい質問を読んで答えを探す。例えば、お水飲みますか? はい、ありがとう。なので、F は正しいです。Okay. Do you always use ma at the end of a question? Not always, because 你喝水吗? It's like if the answer is yes or no, you use ma. If the answer is not yes or no, you don't use ma. So for example, like the question 33, 她的汉语怎么样? How is her Chinese? So how is the question word, right? So how is the question word? So you don't use ma. So basically you ask a question with ma, it's like, is it or not? Okay, so the last part. So the reading part 4. So it's very easy too. Okay, I think I understand. Okay, so this is the HSK1 last part. The HSK1 last part, part 4. So basically you will see like the A, B, C, D, E, F. There are like several words here, and then you will choose the correct one. So for example, 你叫什么? Okay, 名字 D is correct. Y is what's your name? 你叫什么名字? So D, 你叫什么名字? So this is D. The answer is D. Okay, so the part 4 is that you choose the correct, you choose the vocabulary from this. Okay, I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、リーディングの最後の文文は単語を選びます。だいたいこのA から F までの単語を見て、そしてどっちが合ってるを中に入れます。例えば、你叫什么? 什么名字ですね。你叫什么名字の意味はお名前は何ですか？なので D は正しいです。Okay. So this is HSK1. It's very easy. So I'm going to explain again. It's very easy. So HSK1. Okay. So we learned HSK1 today. And then here. So what is HSK1? If you pass HSK1, what can you do? So basically you pass HSK1, you can understand and use very simple Chinese phrases. I mean the basic needs for communication. Okay, so this is Japanese here. で、HSK1 級はだいたい非常に簡単な単語とフレーズに理解する一番基本なレベルです。Okay. で、and then the HSK has two parts, listening part. So this is about what kinds of questions you will get. And then the reading part, this is about what kinds of reading question you will get. Okay. And then you have to get 120 score and you can pass HSK1. In total, it's 200. It's 200. Okay, this is the part 1, listening part 1. And then you will hear a sentence. You will hear a sentence, and then you have to judge that it's correct or not correct. This is the part 1. で、HSK1 級の第1はだいたい短い文章を聞いて、この写真を丸か×を判断します。So the part 2 is 3 pictures. You will hear a sentence and then choose one picture. Choose one correct picture from these 3 pictures. Okay. 第2はだいたい文章を聞いて3つからの写真から1つを選びます。Okay. The part 3, it's about you will hear a conversation. You will hear a conversation and then you choose the picture. Okay. 第3部分は会話を聞きながら、写真を選びます。第3です。The listening part 4, it's like you will hear a sentence and a question, and then you choose the correct answer. Okay. 第4はだいたい一つの文章を聞きながら、あと質問を聞きながら正しい答えを選びます。これは listening です。Okay, this is a reading part. So the reading part, it's like you will see the picture and a vocabulary, and then you judge it's correct or it's wrong. Okay. For example, it's a computer, but it writes TV, so it's incorrect. Okay. リーディングの第1部分はだいたい1枚の写真と1つの単語を見ながら正しいか丸か×か判断します。こんな感じです。Okay, the reading part 2. So the reading part 2 is that you will see the sentences and some pictures, and then you choose the correct picture. You choose the correct picture. So basically, you read the sentence and choose the correct picture. Okay, in Japanese. リーディングの第2部分はだいたい文章を読んで正しい写真を選びます。Okay, so the reading part 3, it's about you will read this a question and the answer, and then you match the correct conversation. Okay, in Japanese, 第3部分はだいたい質問を見ながら答えを探す。Okay. The last part, it's about reading part, is part 4. So you will see many vocabularies, and then you choose the correct answer to this sentence, to this blank. Okay. Okay, so in Japanese, it's like the 単語を選びます。正しい単語をこの中に入れます。これは第4。Okay, so today's lesson, it's not that long because HSK is super easy. Basically, HSK1, in total, is about 35 minutes. Listening in total is 15 minutes. And the reading part, it's 17 minutes. So in total, it's about 35 minutes in total. So HSK is the basic, very easy one. I can say it's the most easy one. Okay, but maybe you will say, oh, even because I'm super beginner, it's even this question I don't understand. It's like I don't know how to say television in Chinese. こんばんは。今日はHSK1 級の試験の問題をちょっと簡単に紹介しました。So I just introduce about the basic HSK1. But don't worry. Why? Because from next lesson, we are going to learn Chinese HSK1 together. So don't worry. Basically, this lesson is totally free. Oh, my hair. It's totally free because I doing this. It's like I also try to help my students because I want them to learn this. Even sometimes they cannot take my lessons, also they can learn from this. So from next week, we are going to learn HSK vocabulary. Of course, I update this to my YouTube channel from HSK1 already. You can also learn from there. Yeah, basically it's so similar. I just try to make this more easier because I update the sentence and the vocabulary every day. That's very useful with the reading. It's the same. It's the same. This vocabulary is the same. It's the same as I updated before. Okay. Just what should we do? It's how can we pass the HSK1 without teacher? How can we pass HSK1 by ourselves? So this is the way. So basically, please check my YouTube channel HSK1. I already updated 38 less videos about HSK1. So it's from 我们你们他 So I updated all the HSK1, all the videos about HSK1. Basically, you can see the HSK vocabulary with a very useful sentence. So as long as you can remember and you can understand when you, I can teach you a good way to learn HSK1. You see, I already updated 38. Yeah, I already updated 38 videos onto my YouTube channel. So how to learn by yourself without a teacher? So I give you some tips. So the first thing, you should write down onto your notebook. Why? If you are not like the Japanese, even Japanese, they needed to do this because the characters, they are different, right? So first thing, write the contents into your notebook because the content is in my videos, not in your notebook. So please write the vocabulary and sentence into your notebook. Okay, right. First thing, writing is important. The second thing, listen. Listen to the videos and then try to imitate the pronunciation. And then, you can watch the video many times, but if you cannot pronounce it, it's not your vocabulary yet. So you have to write first and then read second. Third, listen. So because all of my videos with subtitles, so I hope when you can write, when you can read, and then please watch the videos with the subtitles first. And then when you can understand the pronunciation, please don't watch my face anymore. Basically, you can play the video and without watching at the screen. Why? It's practice your listening. You just like the 我是米米. Okay, if you see the video, you can see 我是米米, the big subtitle there. So it doesn't help your listening. So when you can understand 我是米米, so please don't watch the video, just listen to the video without looking at it, and then it's good for your listening. Okay. 台湾の中国語は繁体字だけだけど簡体字も理解できるって本当ですか？そうですね。両方もなんかちょっと似てるような感じなので、だいたい似てますね。繁体字と簡体字だいたい似てますけど、でも試験の時はなるべくなんか正しく書く簡体字です。で、さっきはI'm going to explain in Japanese. さっきはちょっとその HSK、例えば自分で独学で HSK1 級とはで合格するっていう方法をちょっと説明します。だいたい今までもHSK1 級の単語38個全部アップデートしました。で、それを結構ここと同じの単語ですね。まあこれからもライブ配信中ももう一回ちょっと軽く説明しますけど、でもそのセンテンスは大体同じ、コンテンツもちょっと似てます。で、それを大体その38個のビデオを繰り返してみて、大事なのはまずこのビデオの内容、コンテンツをノートに書いた方がいい。なぜなら書かないと忘れちゃうので、あと漢字は、日本人は漢字は書けますけど、でも日本語の漢字と中国語の漢字ちょっと違いますので、なるべくビデオを見た後は、その字を全部ノートに移した方がいい。だから第一大事なのビデオの見方、ちょっと説明したいんですけど、そのHSK1 級は本当に初心者向けで、別に試験に興味なくても、初心者としては、やっぱり1級は、基本、まあ、さっきも言いましたね。1級取ったらどんな効果がある感じ。別になんか1級に興味がなくても、まあ、ちょっとぐらい中国語話せるならいいなっていう感じだと、まあ、1級の単語も大事ですね。で、今、1級の文法じゃなくて、1級のビデオを、38個、全部アップデートしました。で、単語と、よく使うフレーズですね。で、見るだけじゃなくて、書くです。そのコンテンツを見て、ノートに書く。書くは大事。書いた後は何をしますか？ 2 番目は読む。なぜなら、読まないと、結局書けても読まないと、その単語まだ把握できてないことですね。なので、まずは書く。そして読む。 次は動画を繰り返してみて、もし、その字幕見なくても聞き取れるとしたら、じゃあ、その次は字幕なし、字幕なしって選べないけど、じゃあその画面を見なくて聞くだけ。だから、その3つのことできたら、多分、できたら1級の単語は問題ない。あと、フレーズも入ってるから。Any other tips? I think, yeah, that's all. That's all. So basically, one is this, is writing, right? Take notes. Second, read. Third, listen. So these 3 tips. And then I hope you can pass the HSK1. It's not that difficult. Okay. So from next lesson, next live streaming, I'm going to teach you. If you don't have a teacher right now, don't worry. I'm going to be your teacher and your free teacher. My live streaming, I'm going to teach you Chinese from zero. So today, I just introduced about HSK1. What does HSK1 look? But from next lesson, I'm going to teach you HSK1. Okay. So I'm going to explain in Japanese. で、大体、今日は HSK1 級はどんな形について紹介しました。で、次回のレッスンから HSK1 級を教えます。前もアップデートしましたけど、でもなんかライブじゃないとみんな質問できないので、だからライブ配信でこれからしばらく HSK1 級の単語を教えます。初心者向けですね。初心者向けですが、でもこれからどんどんコンテンツを作っていくので、だから、4級とか6級とかこれからのコンテンツも出てきます。あと結構コンテンツもいっぱいアップデートしましたので、だからビデオ見るだけじゃなくてメモは大事ですね。Okay, so from next Wednesday, we are going to continue to learn HSK1. So if you are like the Chinese beginners, welcome to join my lesson and ask me any questions if you are interested. Okay, so today's live is like about here. So I will see you next Wednesday at the same time, 7:30. Okay, thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias para tu preguntas. Creo que muchas gentes todavía is like the how do you say already? How do you say already in Spanish? Already is ya. Muchas gentes ya tenía HSK1, así que hoy no muchas gentes ver eso. Sí, claro que sí, de nada. Gracias, muchas gracias. Yeah, sí, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, thank you so much. So I will see you next. Thank you for the class. Thank you so much. I will see you next Wednesday at 7:30, the same time. Yeah. Like Japan time. If you didn't understand anything during my live streaming, please comment, and then I can reply you during the comments. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. 谢谢你们. Okay. 再见. Bye. Can I do this? Is this?